What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Nash here. Welcome back to the channel. Now before we get started with this week's episode of of Yu-Gi-Oh's biggest issue, the road to 200 subs has now come to a close, and we are now halfway. Yeah, you heard me right. Excuse me. We are now 248 subs away from hitting 500 subs, and who knows, maybe we might hit 500 subs by the end of the summer. Only time will tell. But as I have said in previous videos, if this channel does get to 500 subs, I will open up this Korean LOB booster box, excuse me, in its entirety on the channel that I got from my partners over at Collector Store. So be sure to check them out. Whoop. Be sure to check them out. Link and address will be in the description below. By checking them out, not only does it support them, it also supports the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it. On the hopes to potentially pull a Blue Eyes White Dragon, a Dark Magician, a Red Eyes Black Dragon, a piece of Exodia, Monster Reborn, Pot of Greed, the possibilities are out there. However, if this channel gets to 1,000 subs, I will open up this first edition Toon Chaos box in its entirety on the channel. Excuse me, that I also got from my partners over at Collector Store, on the hopes to potentially pull a collector's rare out of the set, much similar to what I pulled out of my Genesis Impact box that I opened up last year, which is this beautiful Beat Cop from the Underworld. This thing looks absolutely incredible, you guys, as a collector's rare. But with that being said, if you guys want to see these boxes get opened, maybe you guys want more episodes of WWE's biggest issue, maybe you guys want more episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh's biggest issue, deck profiles, card discussions, WWE topic videos, or maybe, just maybe, you guys want some premium live event predictions and results. Well, if you guys want all of that and more, my channel is the place to be. So if you guys are new to the channel, and I know that a lot of you guys are, because more than 85% of you guys are watching the content, but you guys haven't even subscribed as of yet. And to top it all off, we got to get more women to watch the content as well. So if you guys are watching the content, you like the content, and you want more of the content, but you guys have not subscribed as of yet, then make sure you guys do indeed subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, smash that thumbs up button on this video, and as always, make sure you guys are following me on all of my social media. All of my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And I want you guys to post in the comments below answering the question of the day, which basically ties with this week's episode. But the question of the day is this: what archetype would you guys like to see get new support in the upcoming core set Supreme Darkness? Let me know down in the comments below. And ladies and gentlemen, that is exactly what we are going to be talking about today. I believe for us this will be the third core booster set of the year. In fact, I don't know if it will be. Let's see. If I'm correct, I believe this will be I think this is going to be the fourth core set for us in the TCG. If my memory serves correct. I could be wrong, but I think that is the case. Give me a second, guys. Guys, I'm on the card database website. Here we are. Phantom Nightmare, Legacy of Destruction. Okay, and then I think I think Rage of the Abyss will be number 3. So for us, this is gonna be the fourth core set for us in the TCG. So it'll be interesting because right now, honestly, out of all three out of all three core sets that we have had already, Phantom Nightmare and Legacy of Destruction has given us some of the craziest decks in the format right now as we speak, which is insane. But when you look at Supreme Darkness, it comes down to the big question of what archetypes we can see get new support in this set. Well, as far as we know, this set will be released October 26, 2024 in the OCG. TCG, I believe we're supposed to be getting this about a week, but I think about a few days or so after Halloween this year. So it'll be interesting to see what will be in the set. But there's actually 5 archetypes that I could totally see getting new support. First one up is obviously zombies. My honest opinion on zombies is that they've had quite the interesting amount of different iterations. Obviously the zombie horde structure deck from back in 2006, like right around there. There was like a reprint version that got released, like a retrain version that got released about 7 years later, if my memory serves correct. I know that we ended up getting vampires in oh my god, what's that one set? What's that one set? Give me a second. Dark Saviors. Dark Saviors was the name of the set. So there's that. We've also had new support come in. I think in Phantom Nightmare, if my memory serves correct. But when you really think about it, over time, zombies became such a crazy like deck to play, especially with the Shiranui archetype and also the Mayakashi archetype as well. You've got so many different variants of zombies that if you were to mash them all together, you would have yourself such a crazy ass board, which would be Sun Saga, Borload Savage Dragon, Baron turn 1 at best. I mean that right there seems like a crazy ass end board to me, in my opinion, turn 1. So zombies is definitely one that comes into mind. Another archetype that I could totally see getting new support, funny enough, is actually DDD. Now interestingly enough, the last time we got new support for DDD, it was Battle of Chaos, and it helped the deck out quite significantly. But the problem is that people see people see it as a gimmicky deck, as a gimmick deck. But let me ask you guys this: how is it? How can a deck like that be a gimmick deck when it had when it had several YCS tops over the years? How is it a gimmick deck? That right there lies the issue. People don't see decks like DDD as a meta contender, but when you really think about it, when the archetype was first introduced all the way back, I think I want to say back in what was like New Challengers, and then the Dark Legion structure deck, everybody wanted to play DDD, and then people started to understand how the deck operated, and people wanted more and more support, and we ended up getting that support in sets like Dimension of Chaos, Clash Rebellion. I think Raging Tempest was definitely another one, and also if my memory serves correct, oh my god, just like so many other sets in general, and then in sets like Ghost from the Past and Ghost from the Past 2, we ended up getting those cards reprinted as higher rarities, which is really cool. So I feel like if they were to give us at least 4 new cards, in my opinion, if they were to give us at least 4 new cards, potentially another Link monster or something like that, then maybe the deck will have the potential to make its way back into meta contention, and it could potentially be a tier, not, I wouldn't say a tier 0 deck, but more of a tier 1, maybe a tier 2 meta deck. That's just how I see it anyway. But that's the second one. The third archetype that I would love to see get new support. When you think of the term darkness, honestly, it has to be, in my opinion, you know, I'm gonna get a lot of heat for this, but I'm gonna say Destiny Hero. Funny enough, Destiny Hero has now become mainly an archetype used in just heroes in general, and it makes the deck even more gimmicky than it already is now. But what would happen, excuse me, if Destiny Heroes had their own Link monster that wasn't called Extra Hero? What if it was an actual Destiny Hero Link monster with effects that could give you multiple bodies on board, or something that can give you infinite negates, or something like that? Think about that. Think about the possibilities. Honestly, Destiny Hero could definitely see a lot of play, but it depends on what kind of support we would get for that for them. But definitely Destiny Heroes is one that comes into mind. Another one, in my opinion, has to be Gimmick Puppets. And I say that because funny enough, the only card in the archetype that was actually really good, especially from within the last year and a half, was Gimmick Puppet Nightmare, just because of the fact that Nightmare was just a Cyber Dragon, and that's it. It literally was a free summon, and that's it. So I feel like if Gimmick Puppets were to get a second Link monster that could help make summon Gimmick Puppet Disaster Leo a lot easier, then you know what, maybe I would be okay with it. But honestly, I could totally see it. That's 4. The last one is probably the most obvious, and it's something that a lot of other Yu-Gi tubers out there have been talking about. Even also guys like Sparkman and Cali Effect have been talking about as well, and it's none other than Evil Heroes. Funny thing is that Evil Heroes didn't get a whole lot of support. In fact, I believe, if I remember correctly, Evil Heroes is more of a smaller archetype. So I believe that if it did get new support, then maybe we could see it get some get some play, but it's kind of hard to say. I'm gonna go on Nexus. Give me a second. I'm gonna go on Nexus, and I want to see something. Give me a second, guys. Give me 1 second. Okay, so we're gonna go to deck. We're gonna pick a random one. If it'll load, thank you. Pick a random one. And now... Okay, so as far as the evil heroes go, we have... we have Evil Hero, Malicious Edge, Sinister Necrom, Adusted Gold, Infernal Gainer, Infernal Prodigy, Malicious Fiend. What is wrong with this thing? Thank you. We have Evil Hero, Malicious Fiend, Malicious Bane, Wild Cyclone, Evil Hero Dark Gaia, which funny enough was actually a very hilarious super poly target, again going up against gadgets. Funny enough, I think what was it, DDD, or it was like it was Dark World, DDD, and one other fiend archetype against gadgets. This was a very hilarious super poly target. Let's see here, what else? Lightning Golem, Inferno Wing, Infernal Sniper. So you also have cards like Dark Calling and also I think Dark Calling was another one. You also have Supreme King's Castle. So you've got so you have quite a few cards, but the problem is that you don't really see evil heroes get played as like an actual like pure build. So I feel like with this archetype, if it were to get new support, like potentially, like let's say it got another, like it got a Link monster that had effects similar to Verde Anaconda, where instead of paying instead of paying the 2,000 to fusion summon, you could use that Link monster potentially to use as its as polymerization, like banish it from your field, fusion summon, whatever. I feel like an effect like that could really make the deck even more powerful. But again with heroes, it's always been one of those archetypes where you take multiple cards, multiple elemental hero, destiny hero, evil hero, and vision hero cards, and you just mash them together, and it looks like the contraption from hell, So I feel like those are like the 5 archetypes I could see getting new support. But I want your guys' opinion. Let me know down in the comments below, what archetype would you guys like to see get new support. And on that'll do it for today's video. That'll do it for this week's episode of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure you guys smash that thumbs up button. If you guys are new to the channel and you guys want more episodes of Yu-Gi-Oh's Biggest Issue in the future, then make sure you guys subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and follow me on all of my social media. All of my ads will be in the description below, as will the info to my fan mail. It will also be in the description as well. And on that, this is your boy Nash, signing out.